What is going on, my fellow warriors? Today we are back with yet another Wuchang Fallen Feathers video, and today we got the 70-hour review. We've beaten all the bosses, we've gotten into New Game Plus, we've picked up all the items, and we're going to talk about whether or not this game is worth playing at this point and at this stage. Maybe you sat back and you said, you know what, I'm going to wait until they patch everything, I'm going to wait until they fix this game before I play it, before I buy it. Or maybe you said, I don't know if this game is for me, I don't want no try hard game, I ain't really trying to sweat. So that's what we're going to cover today. And if Wuchang Fallen Feathers is your thing, or any Souls-like game for that matter, we do tips, we do tricks, we do guides, we take the biggest and baddest bosses out there, we spank them in 4K. So if that tickles your feather fancy, consider liking and subscribing. Outside of that, let's get into the review. Okay, so as far as the review, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to base it off of story, gameplay, and overall fun factor, all right? So let's start with the story here. Okay, so at first, Wuchang Fallen Feathers throws you in blind. You're Wuchang, a pirate afflicted with something called the feathering, and this is a disease turning folks into monsters at the end of the day. You wake up in a region called Shu, and it's already devastated by both this plague and warring factions to make things even worse. So you don't get a big opening cutscene to explain everything, but if you're paying attention, if you're talking to NPCs, if you're reading the logs and following boss backstories, it all starts to come together. You'll face leaders and lieutenants of these factions, and each of them has a dark connection to this outbreak. The lore runs deep here. It's not Elden Ring levels of cryptic, but it's close. And the best part, there are 4 different endings here, so that means that it has real replay value, and there's way more to uncover if you're into the lore digging and stuff like that. So overall, the game is not just cool to look at, it has emotional weight and a mystery that keeps you playing. So the big question in the room is it actually playable now? Let's talk gameplay, because we gotta address the elephant in the room. Because at launch, the game caught heat for its performance issues, especially on PC. Wuchang got slapped with mostly negative reviews on Steam, but here's the thing. I played it on console, Xbox Series S at that, and it was solid. Sure, I had the occasional stutter here and there in some areas, and the devs at 505 Games and Lindsay, they actually dropped multiple patches and seemed serious about fixing these issues. That said, some quality of life features are still missing, like no manual saves, no quest log, no iframes when you get knocked down. The last one stings especially because we're used to this in this genre, but even without it, the core gameplay is still a blast, it's still fun, it's still a great time. Wuchang introduces a killer mechanic with its madness system. So it goes like this: every time you die, your madness meter fills, and when it maxes out and you die again, a demon spawns at the place you lost your XP called Red Mercury, and you either beat the demon and get your Mercury back, or you lose it all. No second chances, so it really has some risk and reward added into the gameplay that I love. But here is a unique twist with the demon. You can actually weaponize it. The demon will attack anything near it, so if you died in a room full of enemies, you can lure them into a fight and then clean up the leftovers. So it's risk meets reward, and it's dope at the end of the day. Now let's talk about the combat builds. The game gives you preset moves depending on your weapon, but you can customize it further with either bone needles, pendant slots, or sky upgrades to amplify your skills. You don't get the weapon depth of Liza P or Elden Ring, but what's here works, and it feels powerful. The feedback on heavy strikes and ability usage, it just looks cool, and it really serves that power fantasy. So let's talk about whether or not this game is approachable for casuals. So this isn't the easiest Souls-like game out here, but it is definitely one of the most beginner-friendly Souls-like I've played in a while. So Wuchang is challenging, but it's also fair. There's definitely a difficulty spike at the beginning of the game. It even took me back at first, because I'm like, why am I fighting this boss right now? So one thing that I found important is that you actually have to prepare, because you have to analyze your boss and really get the right gear and make sure you're negating the stuff that they're doing and giving yourself an advantage. There are a ton of advantages to be had if you use them. So don't be afraid to go into the Impedus repository, level up some of your skills, get different abilities, and try things out. So now let's wrap things up and answer the question, is the game actually worth it right now? Short answer, yes, absolutely. Even with the rough launch, Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a gem. The story is mysterious but rewarding, the world is haunting and beautiful, the madness mechanic adds depth, and the combat is solid, tight, and fun. Sure, the game is definitely not perfect, it needs more polish. PC players have a reason to be cautious with this, and some quality of life features are still missing. But 505 Games and the dev team seem actively committed to patching and improving the experience, and what's here today is actually a great game. So if you've been sleeping on this one, wake up, because Wuchang Fallen Feathers is worth your time and your money. So I'm going to give this one a certified buy, a dark, rewarding, and surprisingly approachable Souls-like. So that's it for this one. Let us know in the comments what you think about Wuchang Fallen Feathers at this stage. Are you enjoying it? Are you not? Are you waiting? Have you been on the fence? Wherever it is, we're always down to have conversations with you all. And if you're into Wuchang Fallen Feathers, Souls-likes, tips, tricks, and guides, this is what we do here. Outside of that, thank you so much and be safe out there, because there is danger around every corner in Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Later.